Hi, and welcome to Optimize Every Day, where little changes make a huge difference. I'm Doug, and today we're going to be talking about why sabotage feels like it's a protection to us. So, whenever we're doing things, it is common that we'll put sabotages into what we're doing so that we don't move forward. And that's the negative part of sabotage, is it prevents us from moving forward. Ever ask yourself, why am I not succeeding? Or what am I doing wrong? The answer might be that you are unknowingly standing in your own way. And today we're going to give you some skills to be able to help fix that. So why do we sabotage ourselves? We do this. Why do we make excuses, overanalyze, or put things off? It's because deep down we're trying to protect ourselves from failure, rejection, and or even stepping outside our comfort zone. We tell ourselves, I don't have enough experience, even when we might be the most knowledgeable person in the room. I don't have enough resources, when we could be leveraging what we already have to get what we need. I need more time to prepare, when in reality, we're just avoiding action. But here's the truth. Self-sabotage isn't protection. It's a cage. It's not keeping us safe. It's keeping us stuck. So how do we break the sabotage cycle? Well, there is a few steps that we can take to break free from self-sabotage and finally move forward. Step 1, identify the fear behind the inaction. We do this because we have a fear of failure or rejection. So what we need to do is ask ourselves, what is the worst that could happen? And honestly, there's worse things that could happen. Then ask, what's the best that could happen? Fear shrinks when you face it. Step 2, stop seeking perfection before starting. Oftentimes we feel like we need more knowledge, more skills, or resources before we begin. That's the sabotage. What we need to do instead is start before you feel ready. Experience comes from action, not overthinking. Step 3, challenge negative self-talk. We sabotage ourselves using negative self-talk when we create limiting beliefs based on past failures. What we need to do instead is change your mindset and say, I'm learning. I may not know how to do it now, but I can learn. Change the I'm not good enough to I'm improving every day. It's not a difficult thing to do, but you gotta change the mindset to I can do it. So step 4, break down overwhelming goals. We sabotage ourselves by creating a huge goal with no path to accomplish it, and it feels impossible. So what we need to do instead is break up what we're trying to do. So if you're wanting to write a book, you don't sit there and say, I'm going to write it all in one day. You start by saying, I'm going to start with page 1, and you write it out. And it's a beginning. And then over time, eventually, if you're writing a little bit every day, eventually the book is complete. So it's action that gets you to the end, not inaction. And the big goal is important, but the little goals in the middle are also important. Step 5, take action despite your uncertainty. We sabotage ourselves by overanalyzing and trying to wait for the perfect moment, but there's never a perfect moment. There's never a perfect time. There's never a perfect set of circumstances. So what we need to do instead is take action. Start something now. Put things into action and begin the process of doing what you want to do. It may take a long time to get there, but if you're acting, you will get better in what you're trying to do as you move forward, and your skills will improve and you will succeed. So step 6, focus on progress, not approval. A lot of times we'll sabotage ourselves by looking for validation and not believing in ourselves. What we need to do instead is shift from what people will think to what do I want. Success isn't about permission, it's about persistence. It's about action, it's about doing. It's about getting to the end. And when you are acting and not waiting for approvals, then you're actually doing. Now, granted, if you're building a building, there's certain approvals that you need, but you can do the actions necessary to get those approvals so that you can continue on your action. Once you have the necessary building permits, you're off the ground running. So make sure that you have an action plan to get things done, and focus on what you need to do, not what others think you need to be doing, or worrying about what other people think you need to do. Step 7, learn from failure instead of using it as proof to quit. We sabotage ourselves when we see failure as proof that we are not good enough to work the project, or that we just can't do something. What we need to do instead is we need to look at it as a learning opportunity and ask, what did this teach us? What did I learn from this? Every successful person has failed many times. The difference between the successful person and the failure person is the person who succeeds keeps going. They're persistent in their endeavor to get to the end. Self-sabotage isn't protection. It's an illusion of safety that keeps us stuck. But we can break the cycle. It starts with awareness, then action. So here's my challenge for you. What's one small step you can take today to move past self-sabotage? Drop it in the comments below. I want to hear from you. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will never miss a chance to optimize every day. Let's keep growing together. See you in the next video.